the 3 things that you should be looking for when you're trying to determine if a training program is right for your agency? Before we get into that, I first want to say I see in this industry a lot of training around the product and the system. So I mean CEU training, or the carrier marketing rep will come in and show you what's unique about their product or their endorsements or whatever the case may be. Certainly training around the carrier websites, comparative raters, agency management systems. But we don't train a lot on interacting with the clients. And I think this is a major failure on our industry's behalf. So we're not training on, there's not a lot of sales training out there, although I do see some of that, but we're not training on how to handle upset clients or how to cross-sell accounts. So I want to first make sure that we're focused on doing some additional training that is separate from what we've traditionally done to really put our employees in a position to be successful. So what are 3 things that you should look for? So 1, relatability. So I see a lot of training programs out there that were built without the target audience in mind. So for example, there's a sales training that's a fairly hardcore, aggressive sales training, and we're trying to install that with our account managers who simply aren't built for that type of training program. So how was the training program built? Is it for the right target audience? Can they relate to the material and to the trainer? The next one is trackability. So every good training program should have some methodology installed that will help you track the results. So if we're doing sales training, how did our sales improve? If we're doing proactive outbound calls, how did our retention increase? Even some things that don't seem to have a great way to track, like time management, you can still put some metrics in place. So for example, have emails dropped, have open suspenses tasks, activities decreased? Is our response time quicker? So there are always things that we can do to track whether or not the training is working, and those should be an inherent part of any training program that you do. And then finally, execution. So is the training actually executable when we go back into the office? So it's very easy to go to a conference or to sit in a training room and listen to the information and say, yeah, theoretically, this makes a lot of sense. But once I go back into the office, is this something that I can actually execute on? Does it make sense when I'm also sitting at my desk by myself, removed from the training program? So relatability, trackability, executability, it's a new one for you. All of those things should be part of the training program that you look at. If you have any questions, let me know. When you're comparing training programs, definitely look at those 3 items and see if they're included.